Happy Thanksgiving, everyone! Today I'll be reviewing the book Roll With It, and the author is Jamie Sumner. I love this book so much, and by the front cover, I was so curious on what this book was going to be about. As you guys can see, there is this girl in a wheelchair and she's holding this pie. So I was wondering, does this girl like baking? And when I started to read this book, I could not put it down. I love this book so much, so I think you guys should definitely stay tuned to find out more about this wonderful book. Welcome back, friends. Before we get started into talking about this book, I really wanted to thank Simon Kids for sending me the book Roll With It. I really loved it. Thank you so much. Now, the main character of this book, her name is Lily, but everyone just calls her Ellie. And this book also introduces Ellie, and it says that she has cerebral palsy. Well, this book first starts off by also talking about Ellie's grandparents, and it turns out that Ellie's grandpa has a lot of has trouble reminding himself things, and he just wanders off places. And he recently got into a car crash, so that's why Ellie's mother wanted to move to their grandparents' place. And of course, Ellie did not want to move because then she would have to start all over at this new school, and then everyone would always stare at her, which she really didn't want. But things definitely changed. Once they did move to their grandparents' place, the first day, this random girl comes up to Ellie and says, "I'm so happy to meet you," and she's really excited. And her name is Coralie. By the end of the day, Coralie and Ellie are best friends. That Coralie invites her over to her house, and Ellie sees some surprising things. It turns out that Coralie has a bunch of cockatoos. Cockatoos are basically parakeets, and they were flying all over Coralie's house when they got there. So, once school starts, Ellie makes these two best friends, and their names are, of course, Coralie, and also this other boy named Bert. Well, Ellie just loves her new school, definitely better than her old one, because she actually has friends. Before, no one even wanted to talk to Ellie. Now she has two best friends. Something else that happened in this book was actually very scary. So it happened at lunch. Coralie and Ellie had a little argument, but then Coralie says something really mean that hurts Ellie's feelings, which causes Ellie to storm out of the cafeteria. And she goes into the gym, and guess what? She throws all over the floor, and she passes out. Thankfully, the gym teacher, Mr. Hutch, spots Ellie, and he calls 911 and also calls Ellie's mother. Well, when Ellie woke up, she found herself in the hospital bed, and she had to stay at the hospital for more than a week. And then when she came back home, she couldn't go to school for another week because she had to rest. But then after she was nice and fresh and active, full of energy, when she went back to school, everyone was so nice to her. Even the mean girl, Sarah, she even texted Ellie to invite her to sit with them at lunch, but Ellie was just fine where she was. And also, it was Valentine's Day in this book, and Bert, Coralie, and Ellie actually went to mini golf, and it turns out that Bert's brothers had built the whole mini golf building. So it was a perfect thing to do, especially since it was raining outside. It was a perfect thing to do to spend your time on a rainy day. So also, Ellie has been playing mini golf since she was very young with her mother, and she was a champ. She kept on scoring those holes while playing golf. And that was one thing that happened in this book. Several other things did happen, and getting back to the main cover of this book, like I was saying, I was wondering if Ellie likes to bake. Well, it turns out she loves to bake. And before they moved to their grandparents' place, back in Nashville, which was where Ellie and her mother were originally from, Ellie knew that there was this pie baking competition hosted every year, but she could never attend it because it was near their grandparents' place. Well, finally she could attend it, and she worked so hard just to bake that perfect pie. And when it was the day of the competition, she was so excited because the prize was this huge big blue ribbon, and also there was a cash prize. And that's when the whole twist happens. I will definitely not spoil to you guys if Ellie wins the competition or if she loses. I just had a blast reading this book, and I'm sure you will too. And my favorite character in this book is definitely Ellie, because she teaches the reader a lesson, which is to be persistent in life. And I think it's very important to learn from this book, because it tells you to be consistent and not give up. That's why I love this book. So if you do get a chance to read it, then comment down below and tell me what your favorite part was, and I'll definitely respond back. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everyone. Bye!